live, and here we go. So we are live on not just Instagram, Shirley, but we are also live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and then we will post this onto LinkedIn. So we have like 4 to 5 platforms at one time that we are going to broadcast the wonderful, marvelous Patrice in Greene.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And welcome to the Gifting Table
Thank you
broadcast.
for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, yes. Well, it's always a pleasure. And we're always looking for entrepreneurs, speakers, leaders to come on the platform because we feel that our table at the gifting table broadcast, we have a platform. We provide a platform for those to spread their wings and to soar as wide as they want to go, as high as they want to go.
Yes.
Because when the Worthbeingologists go up, you all will go up with me as well. So thank you again. And as you go into your bio,
hmm
introduce yourself. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. But before you get started, we want to let each and everyone know to bring your device, whatever device you use to take notes, whatever, if it's your computer, your phone, your pad, your old school like me, you have your tablet and a couple pens or pencils. You want to make sure that you have all those devices or something to take some notes on today, because what Patrice will be sharing, you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. And you can't always rely on social media to keep these live broadcasts
At
going
all.
all the time. Although I have them in my library, but that's another episode, right, Patrice? How we're
Right.
going to preserve our videos and so forth.
Yes.
But bring in those devices and get ready because we are ready to get started. And thank you, praise. We have, who is that, Patrice?
Praise Igniter.
Praise Uniter.
Igniter.
Okay, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know if we're
That's my
connected, but
friend
we will be.
Michelle.
That's your friend Michelle. Hi,
Mhm.
Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Well, you all continue to come in the room. Come in the room. Those on Instagram as well as Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we're going to get started with Patrice Bio, and then we're going to go into the questions that have been flooding the door, flooding the email box to the Worth Beingologist team. So, Patrice, take it away. Let us
Well,
know. Let us know yes, a little bit about yourself, your bio, and then we'll go into some questions.
all right. Well, first, my name is Patrice Greene. I go by Nikki by most places on social media. That's how my family knows me. Um, I am the creative conductor, also the CEO of PNG Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations. We help them bring eye-catching, scroll-stopping graphics, as well as create many videos for their products and services to get their message across. So, about myself, I've been doing this for since 2016, basically. Didn't realize I had this gift in my hand until the world wound up telling me I had this gift in my hand. So in 2020, when the shift came of COVID, you know, everyone had to figure out their niche. So God always said, if you need, look into your hands and see what you have. So that's what I did. I chose to use the graphic design that I had to push myself and catapult, my business, actually titling it PNG Creates, meaning it was myself that is creating, but I'm assisting other people. What's interesting is PNG is also the format of saving certain documents. So it's almost like a pun on words. But we have helped many of small business owners and nonprofit organizations um, further their business, increase their sales, as well as we've done book covers, we've done funeral arrangements, We have also done flyers, such as flyers like you might want to hand out, to an event or things like that. If you've been to a party, we've done backdrop banners, things like that. So anything creative, we want our hands on. And we also want to help everyone that believes that they cannot design for themselves. We also want to make sure that you're able to have the tools, have the patience, the wherewithal, and the information to get what it is you need to get across for your business to be successful. All right, Linda, back to you.
Yes, well, thank you very much. That is awesome. Awesome. And you know what? You took us down to three questions that we were going to ask, but you've already explained. That's okay. And just briefly, I'll go over the questions. Someone asked, when did you discover your passion?
Okay.
And you explain that. If you want to just,
I can
share it
elaborate.
again
It's not a
briefly.
problem at all.
Okay.
Um, in 2020 is when it became complete. Let me state it that way. I can't say finish because we're still in it. So it was complete. In 2016, if most people remember me on social media, I was teaching couponing. I was teaching you how to save. I had to teach you how, products worked in the store and things of like and how to save money. So what I used a particular type of software that required me to actually have pictures and videos and, displays of things to make it actual a visual aid for you. Not realizing that later on that I was going to have to use this same gift to fuel myself and replenish and that be part of my revenue to hit the bottom line in my home. And I actually enjoy it. I wake up every morning wanting to create something different. I even have myself a coin tag as I like to create what I don't see, meaning just sit in your craft, enjoy what you do, whether it be design, whether it be creating shoes, whether it be praying in the word, like just connecting, then connect yourself with other people that are doing the same thing. It just sparks such an ignite in you. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Wow. Wow. That is awesome. You had mentioned, some of the things as entrepreneurs, leaders, and speakers. You mentioned being creative, the
Mhm.
visionary that you are. You pivot. You were able to pivot
Yes.
during COVID, and we're still, like they're still in it. I
Yeah.
feel that I'm free
I
from it.
yes, I hear you with that.
I am free from it. And I know a lot of you are free from this COVID thing, right? We're ready to connect. And as Patrice and I did, through Coach Vanessa Collins' group, because we never met one another. And it takes another visionary life coach, such as she's a digital mastery coach, and we're going to have her. I've been saying it over a year. We're going to have her on this platform real soon as well. But it took her to bring
Mhm.
us together. See how God works? And you added. You did not just set aside what you were doing at the very beginning,
Mhm.
because you are gifted. And we have more. The Worthbeingologists always talk about the many gifts that we have.
Yes.
So it's time during this, some would say, crisis, but it's
Mhm.
not to us, because we know the plan that God has for us. And we're faith-based, so we're going to speak a thing, right? We're going
Yes.
to call it the way it is. We are so blessed, and if we use our mind, transform the mind, as you mentioned, having that transition to
Mhm.
go or add on the coupon together with your design, your heart desire to design, that is an awesome pivot alone. And you are an awesome example of how. one can do it. And we truly appreciate you. And you'll hear that a lot from me because I love to give people their flowers and their kind words and so forth
Oh,
while we are still living and we can still see one another. And you did mention how long you have been doing this. And I know it just didn't start yesterday. And you did mention that earlier. But, just maybe a couple sentences if you can just let the viewers know how long you have been doing this and where you so that was then and then where you are now, and let's stop at the now so that we can
no
answer
problem.
or
No
ask you
problem.
more
That's
questions.
actually a really great question because, like I stated, in 2016 was truly the beginning. And the reason why I say 2016, even though I was teaching couponing, I had to figure out what was attractive to the consumer, what was going to make you stop and look at what it is that I had to speak about. Again, not knowing that, later on it was going to catapult into this and in 2020 be the staple. I love bright colors. I know other people did. I sat and I did the research on what it is that makes consumers stop to engage in whatever it is that you're advertising. So I learned about the colors, I learned about the shapes, I learned about the fonts. And then I realized that's what I also add inside my business as well. I call it the 2 + 2 + 2 = 1 method. And what that does is that allows the foundation for any great graphic. I don't care if you're a novice, an actual advanced person in design, it's still the basics that what you need to know and understand. And the reason why we start with the number two is because if other than that, it gets complicated. Foundation should be simple, it should be solid, and then anything you do around that should be expanded. So, the reason why I did it, and as long as I've been doing it and currently in it, is just the joy, the absolute joy of doing it. I can sit here for hours and just create, you know. So once you find your niche, don't worry about how long it takes you. Just sit with it. That's what I'm saying about time. It doesn't matter how long, just sit with it, enjoy the process, because that's the problem most of us don't do. We believe that if someone else is doing it better, that we won't get there. So please don't believe that. It's not that thing. So take your time. I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now, and I'm enjoying. And I plan on continuing. And I would love to take you on the journey with me.
Awesome, awesome. I like that. And I want to take this journey with you as well. Include me. I'm in. I am all in. I am so connected with you, because you have that spirit about you, and you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, which is the key thing. You're not starting with someone who's just getting started. You're
Right.
you're talking about the queen of designs herself, Patrice and Greene, who just didn't, just said, okay, I can do this. And then all of a sudden come up with a design that you're not happy with. Now, the viewers would like to know about what was your first design? Thinking back, and I know it was something that, you probably looked at and said, oh no, this isn't right. And you can add how many times it took you to modify or whatever. But, just in a few words, can you just share with us what was your first design? And before you go into that, we want to welcome Jackson Anthony. Hello, and thank you on Instagram. Thank you very much for joining us, as well as Christian Lynn.
Hmm.
Christian Lynn, hello. Oh, I am meeting some new friends. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday morning. Yes, breakfast at the gifting table. So I'll give it back to you. And if, again, did I ask what was that first design and what did it look like?
We'll speak as in PNG Creates, not from prior to, because those I am not proud of at this moment, but at that time, At that time, they served its purpose, and I was quite successful in the couponing business. But as PNG Creates, the first design I had to make, honestly, was for a church. COVID had just started, and they had no social media presence at all. Like, the Facebook page that they had was very dormant. They had no drive, no attitude. There was nothing actually wakening up that actual page. So what I wind up doing is I said, well, I'll assist. And I said, well, what do you think? Because as a designer, the biggest thing we go through is not knowing exactly what's in your head, for us to take it out of your head to put it onto paper or to visualize it. So when you key one, if you have a designer and they ask you a bunch of questions, please do not get mad. It's because as sometimes when you have an amazing vision, we want to make it as close, if not exact, as possible. So yes, that's why we ask a bunch of questions. But back to the question, it was an actual flyer, believing that they were only going to be via, in out of church service for maybe 2 weeks. They had a previous flyer that they saw from someone else, and I did the mimic. It was actually a mimic. Um, Mimic is the best form of flattery in certain situations. Um, but in this, they wanted to have a microphone and a church and some other things. And I sat and I looked at it. It was simple to make at that point, but I was like, it wasn't speaking to whom I spoke to ask for this graphic. So I started adding into their personality because I asked a bunch of questions. Well, what do you want us to look like? What about this? What about this? What about this? What are your colors? Like, I knew enough about brand marketing to make sure that their fonts were about the same, to know that their logo needed to be on there, to know, what information actually had to be on that flyer. And it took me all of maybe 3 hours, and I say 3 hours because it was actually plug and play. It was a mimic. However, I really wanted to capture the personality of the person that I was doing work for. And as, business owners, we all have our own personality, whether someone's doing it the same or not. We want to make sure everything that we do comes across authentically us. So that's why it took the 4 hours. I don't want anybody to be discouraged. Like, I'm not designing any one thing for 4 hours. I don't want you to be discouraged. It was because I was brand new. I had no one to talk to me, no one to share with me the fundamentals and things like that. So yeah, my first one was about 4 hours, but I'm still proud of that one, believe it or not. it wasn't it wasn't something, it's gotten me other clients and other churches to work with. So I'm thankful for the process.
It paid off,
Yes.
because you had endurance. You
Mhm.
didn't give up. And that's the key thing in business. We can't give up. You don't succeed, or it may not look the way that you want it to look like at
Right.
first, but don't give up, right, Patrice?
That is
Keep on
absolutely correct.
keep on trying, because in time, during the process, you learn and you
Mhm.
get better and better. I like that. That was, if you all did not catch this, the replay will be there. Like I said, we'll keep the replay up, and you can always go to the YouTube channel and check this out as well. And Patrice, we want to acknowledge those that have joined us on Facebook. So we are going to see who's on Facebook, and we have Janelle Griffith.
That's my friend.
Oh, oh, you have such good friends. Where are my friends? Come on, you all. Come on. I know
Ah,
it's Saturday. I know it's early. You may be out running errands, but you know what? That's why we have a mobile device, right?
amen. No, I,
You
I
can
I must say
do,
I'm blessed with my crew, my supportive people. I'm thankful.
you hear that, crew? You hear that? She is blessed, and she appreciate, and I appreciate you as well. The Worthbeingologist as well appreciate you. So thank you very much. We thank you, those that are joining us live here at the Gifting Table broadcast. those that will be watching the replay, as well as those on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you are. Thank you very much. And we have, here's
That's
another
my
one.
daughter.
Oh, your daughter?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, now she has a
Don't even. Her
handle.
name is Erica.
I'm sorry, her name is
Just Erica.
Hi, Erica. Hi, Erica. And there we have Ilya. Well, she's my friend. Do you
There
have
you go.
Ilya as your friend? Thank you, Ilya. Woo! Ilya pulled it through for me. Thank you. And Haywood
That's
King.
my friend.
Hi, Haywood. Hi, Haywood. Oh, Erica said hello. She sends a
Yes.
hello back. Well, thank each and every one of you. And uh, Janelle says, great morning. Yes, it is. It's an awesome morning. And thank you again, each and every one of you, for coming on. And we still have a few more questions. But before we get into other questions, and hang in there, because Patrice have a freebie to give each and every one of you. So you want to hang tight, because we all love freebies, right?
Yeah. Right.
And she has an upcoming class which she wants to share with us as well. So, do you have that device in your hand to take some notes? You're going to need it. But all the friends know how to connect with Patrice. We all know how to connect with her, just in case you forget. You get so entwined with what she's saying and you forget to write it down. It's okay. It's okay. So we're going to go to a commercial break, because we always support our commercials and those that make a contribution to the gifting table broadcast. So it's not long. And unfortunately, Instagram, you will not be able to see this, but Patrice will, I'm sure, place it on social media for you to see. So bear with us, and here we go. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Patrice Greene, and I'm the creative conductor here at PNG Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations with creating eye-catching, scroll-stopping graphics, as well as we make small videos for your products and services so that you can place them on social media or on your webpage. Here are some of the things that we have created.
Okay, we're back. We are back with you all. Thank you very much. And OMG, what an awesome design. And she did that. And she will share with you, yes, Instagram. She will share with you. She will not keep it just on Facebook. She will share it with you. She did an awesome job. And if you are looking for a promo, an intro, she calls it, I guess the proper word. Well, you can use promo, you can use intro. What's
Visual
the
statements.
outro? What's the other word?
Visual statements.
There you go. You heard that from the pro. This is not my lane. Interviewing is my lane. Talking is my lane. I can pick up on any subject. When I interview my speakers, my guests here on the platform, but I'm staying in my lane. So if I do not know anything, because I can be that first client, Patrice, like you said, they're coming not knowing what they want. They have in their mind, it's stuck in our minds. Okay, well, we know that we want this design,
Right.
and we want it to look like, we want it to be like, and we expect you, as the visionary designer coach you are, we expect you to know or read our mind, right? But as she said, lighten up. Lighten up. Give her a break. She has a questionnaire, I'm sure, that she uses her tool, the questionnaire, to ask you certain questions at the beginning. So you can have a starting point where you want her to start. In the beginning, as the Bible said, in the beginning, so she wants you to give her a beginning, at least to start with. And thank you very much, Hey,
That's
it was
Brenda.
Brenda.
Mhm.
Hi, Brenda. Another one of your friends, and will be my friend too. I'm inviting you all to follow me as I will follow you as well. And Patrice, no, we share. Sharing is caring. So
All day.
she doesn't mind me tapping into her friends, right? Okay, so you had mentioned earlier about when we come to you ex- looking for a design, and I
Mhm.
won't say expecting, and I didn't, don't take that in a negative, derogatory way, but because you're the expert, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we want. It's still locked in our heads, right? But we
Correct.
come to you with something maybe on paper or an example of something that we
Mhm.
saw from someone else. I need you, Patrice, to design this. What? Give us some pointers. Number one, on before you go into how you visualize it, what should we come with when we present something, a project to you? Give us two. If you want to throw in a third, you can throw in a third. But give us some pointers so we can come with, like we know what we're doing, which we don't know. Patrice, take it away.
That is an actually amazing and thankful question that you're offering today. So, one of the biggest things we need to know is, who is your core audience? The reason for knowing who your core audience is what'll tell us what type of graphics will go with you. So, if you're faith based, we don't want to have hairbrushes and computer screens all inside of your design, right? The next thing is called the Hex Code. I created a YouTube video about it. It's very informative. It doesn't seem like it's an exciting thing, but you would want your colors when you're in your branding space. You want your colors to match in everything you do. That is how you're absolutely recognized amongst so many people when you do certain things. Like mine are turquoise, yellow, and purple. So any graphics that I create on social media of any kind will have those colors in there. Maybe not all three, but at least two, and they may be toned down as a hint. But I stay consistent with my colors, and my colors speak to my brand. If you didn't know, inside that same video on my YouTube channel, there is actually a breakdown as to what the colors mean. Like we biblically, we know like purple is royalty, but purple is something different inside of your business. Like white is meaning you're pure of heart, you're trustworthy, you're precise. So each color does have a representation. So we want to make sure whatever your colors are, it matches up with your brand and we keep you on topic. The biggest thing, it's not necessarily your um excuse me, it's not necessarily what your message is or your logo, it's what it is that you want. If you have something previous that you saw, please bring it to us and then we'll work around it at that point. That's every graphic designer's thought.
Good point. Good point. And I like the way you laid it out. And I, I am sure there are more.
Mhm.
You have like maybe 10, maybe 8 more items on a list that you present with them before you sign a contract. You need this, to make sure that, we do on both parts what we're supposed to do. And you'll have something to work with. That is great. And that is key. You heard it from the expert. You heard it from the expert. Bring whatever you have, even if it's a sketch from your own mind. Bring it. She can work with something. She's the visionary designer, but give her something to work with because sometimes I know that I can call my designer up, and now I have another designer. I can call instantly and say, I need this today. Now, how many of you have that? I need this today, like, or yesterday.
Mhm.
I need it for later on today. And I don't know what kind of look Patrice will give you, but I would look I would look at you as if to say, today? But why did you wait too late? Why did you wait until the last minute? Now we can do something. To God be the glory. We can work some glory in there and have some mercy. But the key thing is you want to give Patrice time, because it takes time for her to design the proper way, because she doesn't want to go back and forth with the same old you saw before. She wants to come with you with at least close to, if not the finished project, because going back and forth can be a pain. Am I correct, Patrice?
You are absolutely correct. And I thank you for the statement.
Well, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, and I'm going to drop this mic, because I'm just and I'm going to give both you and I a clap, 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 because people need to know you just can't expect a designer, a coach, or a leader to come at the last minute up with something results that you will take, because it's not, it doesn't always be that way. Again, it's a process. So we are going to, let's see, what other questions? We do have another question, if it hasn't been answered already, because you are doing a phenomenal job. Oh my gosh, you know what? We have a freebie. So let's share with them the freebie that we have. And I'm going to take notes on this freebie myself.
Well, thank you so much for even acknowledging the fact that I do have a freebie. So what it is I know that there are many business owners that are solopreneurs. You may be, in the business by yourself, or you may have like 3 or 4 other people helping you, but you're trying to still do other things. So a lot of people just be like, well, look, I'm gonna just record something real quick and not care, just to have visual aid on social media. But sometimes you can actually put together a quick video about your product and service and make a punch on social media, like something that be like, oh, and you like, what? I want to know more. I need to know more. Like, you want to draw the thirst of your product and service, right? So what I did in it's a small video. It's pictures as well, but it's a video explaining why these 3 core things are amazing to know when you're trying to create a little mini commercial for yourself, or a mini video that'll eventually convert from just having people looking at you and keep it moving, or to moving to your actual clients. So that's what I put together. It's about, I think it's maybe 3 minutes, if that long, but it's a very free download. You can look at it through your phone. You can also take some notes if you're interested and you're wondering, is it going to be expensive? Because you've seen some people ads. I don't know about y'all, but Facebook ads can be very expensive. And then to have no traffic drive to them can be a discouragement. So why not start somewhere simple, get your practice in, as well as you can create and do it all yourself. You can do 3 of them in the same day with the same template that I'm going to teach, and then go and post them when you want. There's schedulers all over Facebook if you're using your Facebook page. There's schedulers for Instagram if you're doing your, other things. So you can schedule it while you do other things, and it can advertise your product and services and have the link where they can buy it. So that's what I'm giving away. I am giving away the secrets to start yourself. If you're a small business owner, if you're a church, or you have this nonprofit organization, on how to start making little mini videos so you guys can keep doing other things. So that's what I'm offering.
Now, where do we, again, do you have a link or something that you can
I
share
do.
with us? And then you can post it on Facebook as well as on Instagram when we're done.
No
Or,
problem.
if you're multi, task, so I won't be able to do it, but perhaps, when we're done, if you want to go back and post it, feel free to do so. But can you tell us where we can get that free PDF?
Sure. So if you're familiar with Bitly links, you're welcome to go to bit.ly visual free. If you can't and you're more of a savvy person, you can go to payhip.com/PNG Creates live. You can find it in my store there. So I'm
Okay,
putting it in your chat on Facebook.
good.
And with
Okay.
Bitly links, you have to definitely be precise with the lettering. It's all lowercase. So once you get that there, it's visual free. And then I can do it on Instagram very quickly as well.
Okay, that was bit.ly, that's bit.ly/visual free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, I messed up already, so I'm really counting on what you're putting in.
It's in
Visual,
your chat.
great. I appreciate that.
No
I
problem.
appreciate that because sometimes that, like multitasking can be challenging.
I am well aware.
So you heard it in Instagram. She will also place it there for you. And thank you very much. Oh, well, yes, it's there. There you go. So make sure you write that down and grab a hold of that freebie. Sounds like a wonderful PDF file or content. And we're here to show or share value, add value to this platform. And we bring on those entrepreneurs, leaders, and speakers that will give you valuable information. Now, we're coming down to the end of our segment, our conversation, and thank you again for joining us on Instagram and Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We have another comment. Let's see what this person has to say. Okay, it's included. Okay. Well, thank you for adding that. Yes, you added that, Patrice. We thank you. And there we go. So let's see what we have. And if you want to share anything, if you have any questions for Patrice, please place them. Either my eyes or Patrice will catch it because you have to be quick on Instagram when you see these questions. So if you have any questions for Patrice on today, please share them so we can all hear what you have to say, because you will help the next person, or whether they're shy to ask questions or whatever the situation may be. Maybe they're not in a position, they're driving and they cannot ask any questions. Feel free to ask any questions for Patrice, and if she doesn't have the answers, which I'm sure she does, she'll get back to you. She will get back to you. Okay, now you mentioned where we are to begin in the PDF, PDF file. You also have a class coming up.
I do.
What do you, yes, where, when, where, how, and why, and what? What can I learn from this class? Tell me all about, and how soon can we sign up?
Well, it is available for purchase now, but I'd rather tell you about it first so you understand what the class is actually about. Well, it's actually a workshop. It's going to be a 3-day workshop. And the reason being 3 days is because the first time you do anything, you need practice. And it's nice to have practice along with your coach or your teacher or your instructor, however you do it. So that's how I looked at it. The first day we'll do the outline, make sure you understand who you're speaking to, as well as kind of figure out how you want to put all this together in a minute. Okay. Because we know that maybe you don't know the attention spans of most, because of how social media moves, is at least 30 seconds. So if you can get everything you need, how to get them to, to click in under a minute, you have beat the most of the people that have done this. On the second day, we talk about backdrops, energy, as well as your backgrounds. because some people do not realize your background says a lot about what's going on in your video. So myself, I like to do my commercials, if anything at all, outside. People are newsy. Just call it what it is. People are very newsy. And in being newsy, it draws more attention. So if your energy matches what's going on in the background, they have no choice but to want to watch. They may even watch again just to see you. Then the last day is just to actually have your editing, excuse me, your editing, how to schedule it so that you can what? Free up time to be with your family. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you. It's sometimes where you like, I really have to, hunker down and finish writing this class, or I have to hunker down and I want to make this ebook, but you want to also advertise some things, but you don't want to miss out on being visible on social media. So I also have a gift today in the sense of not just the download. So until this Monday, which is June 6th, I gave a actual discount to the class. They have to use your name.
Ooh.
If they do not use your name, they will get the full price, but it will be half price just because they used your name and the fact that they came and they sat and watched to the very end of your video today, which is
Oh, wait a
Linda.
minute.
So if
They
you
have
guys
to
did,
use my name?
they have to use your name.
I'm excited to use my name. Well, thank you very much for
Yes.
including me in there. Okay.
Yes.
Linda, not Y. It's Linda to get your discount.
Half off. Mhm.
Half off. Okay, so tell us.
Yes.
Tell us.
Class
Half
is
off will be, or if they use my name.
$97 because you have 3 days. You get me 3 days for about an hour, hour and a half, depending on the types of question, but an hour definitely. You also get the worksheet that comes with it so that you're able to, do this again once class is over. You also get a copy of the replay. So if you wish to go back and, understand maybe that was, something that we're talking about, or there was a key question that maybe someone in the class might have asked, it's there for you in real time that you was like, oh, that's what that was said. Or maybe you made a great stride and you verbally said it, but didn't write it. So that is the beauty of doing things like that. When you don't write it out, sometimes you just spit it out and you're like, I didn't record it at all. I'm lost. That is what that's going to be about. So that's why I was like, you know what? The fact that these people are amazing, your audience is amazing, and they're showing up and showing out. Why not give them a blessing for even being the first ones to be interested? Because I know as a business owner, I love the small commercials that I've just started making. And I've realized they've gotten a lot of traction because sometimes I can't go live all the time. Some of us still work 9 to 5s. Some of us want to, go to the beach on a Saturday. Right? You might want to go to the beach on a Saturday. So in the midst of all of that, why not have an opportunity to still promote your product and service and, still get the sale? It's a different type of passive income. I've seen it all the time. You have as well. So why not be a part of the millions of people that are out there making these commercials and not working at all? Right?
Wow. Okay. Well, let's do a recap.
Sure.
So we're talking number one, it's going to be a workshop.
Correct.
Number two, you have to use my name, which I'm proud. Hey, I'm proud that she included me in this workshop. But the workshop, the discount, how much is the cost again?
$97 with your code.
97. Okay, with my code. So that includes the discount. What is the rate if I miss this time?
$197.
Okay, so it's $197. That's the regular price. If you go beyond what date again?
June 6th, which is Monday.
June 6th. Okay. So you want to, as soon as the broadcast is over, you want to hop over there or no later than tomorrow. Don't wait till Monday. And this is Monday midnight or
Yes,
Monday
ma'am.
noon?
Monday midnight.
Monday midnight. You only have to pay $97 for 3 days with Patrice. 3 days workshop. And she will include Now, the first one would be on what again, Patrice?
The first day
The first day.
we talk about the outline, making sure you understand who your audience is, as well as you get a chance to kind of like write your pitch, if you will. The second day, we
Yes.
discuss backgrounds, we discuss your energy, and then we also discuss like basically the format, like what are we using? Like I use Canva for a lot of mine. Some people use outside software. Either way, I'm very diverse in what you could use. If it's anything free, you can actually still make this. Like Canva has a free option. Don't be afraid to use Canva. You can use your webcam. I talk about all that in the free. The third day is your biggest part, is your editing. Trying to
Wow.
put it on a timer, how to actually have that execute where you can actually just have it play and you're not there.
And what time what time is class?
It is on
What's the-
June 20th. We start Monday, June 20th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is very important to understand the time zones because I'm not sure
Yes.
where everyone is when they're watching.
Eastern time, 7:30, starting June the 20th. And this
Correct.
will be on the camera. Everyone will be displayed on camera. The Zoom, you're going through
If
Zoom,
you
aren't
wish,
you?
I prefer not to. I'd rather you just be a voice because some people don't want to be on camera.
Okay.
So it is solely up to you because the recording you receive will just be your private session. What will go afterwards will be something completely different where you will not be heard or seen.
Wow.
I do protect your privacy in a sense of stuff like that. So if you're physically in the class, if you choose to have your camera on, choose not to have your camera on, that is solely up to you. But when it comes out afterwards, the replay, you will not be seen, you will not be heard because I believe in your privacy as a client or student, however you like to see yourself.
Wow. Wow. You know, this is our season and our time. And we always talk about stretching. You're talking about stretching your mind, getting yourself into those different mindset. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You know, just step out of the boat into the deep. And as she
Mhm.
said, you will be able to take what Patrice teaches you. And if someone at your organization or you yourself personally or a family member, the church would like to have something designed, if it's simple enough and you can handle it,
Mhm.
then stretch yourself and do it. Just do it. Just do it. Show up. Show up. It's very important, Patrice, for them to show up, right? And be stretched. Show
Yes.
up. Okay. I love that. I love that. I love that. And we are looking forward. And you know what? You're going to be your email, your sign up is going to be really ooh, overwhelmed. Now, did we talk about where we are to sign up for this discount? Did you give us a link?
No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That goes to show how excited I am, right?
That is
Okay.
all right. I appreciate the excitement.
Hey, I'll keep your heart beating, you know?
Hey, I love a good party.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
the bit.ly link, I am putting it currently inside of your Facebook
Okay.
for the three day workshop. I'm trying to write and talk at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
it's bit.ly. I'm going to put it on Instagram for you.
great.
PNG Exchange for the 3-day workshop.
Okay, it's coming, Instagram. I know you're like me, ready to sign up to get this discount, right? It's coming. It's coming. She's typing it in. And while you're doing that, we're going to go to some comments that we have, and that's probably you putting it in Facebook, and we
Yep.
appreciate it. bit.ly/PNG exchange for 3 workshops. Yes. Okay. bit.ly/PNG exchange
The reason for the exchange is because you want to exchange that time for money.
Oh, 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 oh. And what? Repeat.
That
What
is, you
is
want to exchange your time for money. You don't want to drop into my I know personally, I have other things that I like to do. I'd like to have some one-on-ones. You can get on my calendar because that's on my page. We can sit and do other projects. Like I have a couple book covers that I'm currently doing. So I also don't want to miss an opportunity to speak on social media and just engage with others that may have questions. I've always believed that social media is not just for selling. It's just not.
wow?
It is actually a time for you to get to know some people, be friendly with some people. Like, as in September, I'm traveling. I'm going to be doing a retreat. We're trying to figure out exactly right now all the particulars, but I would love to sit with a bunch of people, not just women. Anyone that wants to design, take some photos, get to know other people in a creative space, and then connect do some networking in that sense. And just, why not create something beautiful while we're together? And you have the
Wow.
instructor right there in your face, able to walk around, able to help you. Some other people that are Canva certified as well, they will be able to assist you. Why not? You don't
Awesome.
do those types of workshops that often.
No, no. Count me in. I will be, like as much as I know. I'm not going to say little, but as much as I know about Canva, I will, I'm here to ask questions, as long as you keep me at the beginner
I
stage,
love
I'm good.
questions. You know why I love questions? Because they tell me that I have awakened something.
Ooh,
When you keep quiet, that means that you're either um, the best way to look at it. When you're quiet, it means
yes.
either you don't care or you're not excited about it, or you're scared, or you're like, no one wants to hear me. That means that I have awakened something in you. So I applaud questions. I don't care if you asked it 3 4 times. I applaud questions because it is a beautiful thing.
Good.
So if you're teaching as anyone and you have somebody not saying nothing to you, or maybe I wasn't asking the right kind of question. Let me not put it on you. Maybe I wasn't asking the right kind of question to have you actually ask me something to get you moving. And I want you to get value. Whatever I give, I always want value. Like yesterday
Amen.
was National Donut Day. I did 2 business analogies on donuts. We talked about how somebody, the first one was just the fact of sitting in your gift and starting small and then expanding. And that's how the donut did. It started with just this piece of pastry that was a circle. And now look how many donuts we have, right?
Right.
The second analogy was um, how there's the same original donut for so many different companies, but we all have our favorite brand. And that's how you have to look at yourself as well. So that's why I said, like, you could just sit there and do so much when you're in your niche and you're walking in your gift.
Wow, that's good analogy. And I appreciate again you spending time with the Worthbeingologist here at the gifting table. And our time is up. We are done. We are done. Patrice shared with you the free gifts and a download and an upcoming workshop, and it goes on and on. And you will have her, or you probably already have her information. So feel free to reach out to her. And I do hope that we will see one another in that workshop so that we can, just connect and build a relationship, because that's what business is all about, building relationship. Well, thank you, my dear. I appreciate you. And we are going to say goodbye to those on Instagram. Thank you very much, because we always sign off on Instagram. And yes, we send love, joy, and peace and prosperity your way. Goodbye, Instagram. And as we sign off, on Instagram. We're all clear on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for those that have joined us in the room around the gifting table. Thank you very, very much. And those that will be watching the replay, thank you for coming into the room, hashtag replay, and as well as what we will circle back. Patrice and I will circle back to see and say hello and thank those that will be watching the replay. Well, thank you. And we are going to sign off, but I will ask Patrice if she can hold on. I would truly, truly appreciate after the broadcast. Goodbye, Facebook. Hello to the replayers.